What many people have been taught about relationship, networking is very wrong. Very, very wrong. Very wrong. This is what an average person has been taught. That when it comes to networking, you just go around, maybe you go for a conference, you collect people's phone number, you collect their contacts, emails, business cards, of which most of the time they don't reach out. Or most often they collect the phone numbers, the text, and they discover that the thing dies after 1 week. And that is how the circle continues. They leave again, they go to another one. They collect phone numbers, collect emails, collect business cards. They never remember again. And that is the end of it. But I want to advocate for the real, how you can really create network, how you can build relationship. See, you will never ever build relationship if you are not a valuable person. If you are not a valuable person. An average person, most often, what they call networking is parasite. What they are doing is parasitic relationship. You know what a parasite is? Like a mosquito. A mosquito comes and lands on a human being as a host to suck the host. So most people don't relate, they don't connect from a place of value, they connect from a place of parasite. And you will never ever create relationship if you're not a valuable person. That is what I'm driving at. That is my point and that is my message. If you are not valuable, you will never ever create relationship. Collect all the numbers you can, get all the emails you can, collect all the business cards you can. You will never ever build relationship if you are not valuable. If you are not valuable, relationships are very powerful in leadership. Everything about leadership is relationship. Whether relationship with those you are leading, relationships, no matter in every at every level, all is leadership. All about leadership is relationship. And so you will never become a great leader if you have not mastered relationship. But the starting point of relationship is not just moving around collecting people's numbers, it is investing in yourself. Is becoming a valuable person. Every time you see somebody as somebody who wants to master relationship, don't first think about what to collect from the person. Think about what to give the person. Are you not seeing that? What I said, many things we have learned about relationship is wrong. That is why most often you collect somebody's number, you text today, the next after maybe 1 week, the next thing you are texting is you are pleading, you are asking for an opportunity. You have already killed a relationship. Very soon the person will not even be responding to your messages because you're already behaving like a parasite. You don't think about what to offer the person. You're already thinking about what to collect because you don't connect from a place of value. You are connecting from a place of parasite. And that is what I'm saying. That is really the problem. You cannot create relationship if you are valueless. If you are valueless, when you meet somebody, think about the problem that you need to solve. Let me say, for example, if anybody, an average African Cameroonian, goes in front of a great leader, maybe at the level of maybe the regional leader, the nation, minister, and so on. You know what the first thing that they're going to think about? I'm going to go and beg for money. I'm going to go and say, as I was coming like that, I have this thing. I'm trying to look for a job. I'm trying to look for this. That is why you are where you are. If you meet any great person, the first thing you are going to do is to contribute. Even if that person is the president of America, think about what to give the person. No matter the money that they have, rich people don't dash money. That is what many people don't know. They don't dash money. Nobody really dash. In fact, you can't survive based on dash. You can't survive in this world based on dash. You can't survive by begging. And that is why we have been begging for too long because we don't have value. What you need to work on is investing in yourself. That when somebody meets you, they will not just be the one to you will not just be the one to desperately in need of them. They too need you because they know that they can't let you go. But most of the time we relate with people from that parasitic standpoint in such a way that if that person lets you go, they will feel like they're not losing anything. In fact, they will feel like you have given them freedom because you are a burden to them. So an average person sees relationship from the standpoint of parasitic standpoint, and that is where many people get it wrong. So if you want to be a people person, a kind of person that people are love to be around, a kind of person that you go to programs, you go to conferences, you will not just collect people's numbers and go away and they will never remember you. Be somebody that is valuable. Whenever you see somebody, whether the person is great or small, think about what to add into their life. And if you don't have anything to add in their life, it's a sign that you can't really create good relationship. You invest more in yourself. Invest more in yourself. That you can go before maybe the president of the US or a president, and they're like, what can I give you? Say, no, I'm here to give. I'm here to give. Yes, I'm here to give. That this, I think, this is what you can do to change your nation. This is what you can do to affect. Most of the times, an average person cannot, they don't have anything to offer. They don't have anything to offer. They're just going as beggars. They're just going with a beggarly mindset. And beggars never have anything serious. Beggars never have anything serious. Don't just go to a conference, you see one big person, all they're thinking about is how to go and beg for opportunity, how to go and beg for this. You will never be remembered. Never. They will never remember you. But if you go and you contribute value, that person, no matter where they go to, they will always remember you. So anytime you see somebody that you want to create a relationship with, think about what to give, not what to collect. Whether the person has money or they don't have money, that should not be a problem. No matter what, even if the person was riding in what kind of car, think about what to give. Think about what to give. Think about what to give. And the best thing to give is value. Whatever, make sure that you give the person something. It may be a gift. Whatever, give something. Give something. That is how to create relationships. Not just going as a kind of beggarly person, going to collect and so on. This thing I'm showing you is very powerful. Very powerful. That is why when you know this, you know that if you don't invest in yourself, you can't be a people person. If you are not valuable, you have not invested, you have not put so much value in yourself, you cannot create a relationship. Because, for example, there are people that if you collect their numbers, you have nothing to discuss with them, no topic. The best you can say is, hello, how are you? Good evening. I hope you are fine. You say, I'm fine. Nothing. There is nothing at their level that you can connect with them. You can ask them, what is your problem? So that I'll be able to, because you can't solve it. It's a sign that you have not grown in value. So when you don't grow in value, you cannot also create relationship at certain levels. So the more you grow, the more relationships you are going to have. The more you grow, the more you attract certain kind of relationships into your life. And the more you are not growing, the more you repel certain relationships in your life. So you don't just grow in relationship by collecting numbers. You grow by investing in yourself. Yes. I know many of us we have never heard about this analogy I'm giving, but that is how to grow in life. That is how to become a people kind of person. That you are not just an absorber, but you are also dispensing value. That if the person is feeling like I want to go away, they will also feel like I'm losing something. Not that they have every justification to go because you are not a kind of valuable person. So I want you to go out and be different. Invest in yourself. The more you invest in yourself, the more you'll be a kind of person that people would like to be around. And the more you'll be a kind of person that can create relationships. Don't just collect people's numbers and you don't know what to discuss about. Yes. When you grow in yourself, you always have something to talk about. You always have something you can contribute in their life. You always have something if they are confused. You are able to guide them. For example, if a governor collects your number, what will you be discussing about with the governor? Zero. Nothing. The best you can say, good morning, sir. Good evening, sir. Good afternoon, sir. That is all you do. And that is what many people do. They collect people's phone numbers and all they do in their inbox is, hello, good afternoon, good evening. Nothing valuable to discuss about because they are not valuable. And I want you to be different. That is why I'm sharing this with you. You can subscribe to get more of this kind of lessons.